December of 2019, my son had a suicide attempt that kept him in the hospital for a long time and a very long recovery. And it was then that I realized that not only my kids needed counseling, I need counseling. Probably our whole family needed counseling, but I do totally feel that if he had had resources available to him growing up, like Wise County Christian Counseling, that maybe he wouldn't have landed in that position. My daughter, was around during his recovery. She struggled with that. It's very hard. She was 7 at the time. It just made me realize she needed an outlet. She needed coping skills and how to process that and how to handle anger when she felt anger. And she's also learned how to talk to her dad about how she's feeling. This whole time, she's never really felt comfortable talking to her dad about anything. And with the help of her counselor, she's really been able to go to him. Her counselor gives her ways to cope with her anger. When she comes here, she gets to punch a punching bag, and it's one of her favorite things because she gets to let it all out. My daughter having to explain to her friends or talk to people about, everything her brother went through was really hard for her. Adults don't know how to process something like that. How does a kid know? She's opened up and talked to her counselor about how she feels. And, if she doesn't feel like she can talk to mom about it, she has somebody she can talk to about it. And it's a safe space for her. And that is the most important thing. Because if I've learned anything through what my son went through was the fact that we all need counseling. We all need that person that is trustworthy, that is not going to talk in your inner circles about what you told them, and that it's your safe place. And my daughter totally feels that. The resources that they have here have been amazing because not only has my daughter came here, but my son has came here as well and just received so much help. The first time that I brought my son here, he had a breathing tube, a trach, and he had a feeding tube and was on a walker. And they were still able to communicate, with him. He'd even have to write stuff down. That's how caring the people are here. Through all of that and searching, we didn't receive that much kindness. And here it was truly amazing. I'm going to start crying. There's a lot of judgment and stigma attached, but there wasn't here. It was a godsend to be able to walk through these doors and no one ever passed judgment. You walk in the doors and you don't feel any of that. If I were not able to come here with money that donors have given, because sometimes I can pay a large amount, and sometimes I'm like, I may not come this week because I don't have anything. And she's like, no, please come anyway. And it's because of the kindness of donors that happens. Being a single mom, and with my son, I missed months and months of work. No extra income, no child support, no nothing. And finding a counselor that didn't charge $250 to $300 cash pay, or would only take insurance, it was impossible. We literally could not find anywhere. And I called up here and explained the situation. And they were more than willing to see us because there are people who are caring and donate because they realize how important mental health is. I do believe beyond a doubt that if my son had had the opportunity to go to counseling and have a safe place to learn the coping skills, that we probably wouldn't be in the situation that we're in. And the donors that give can potentially, realistically, save a life. You could be the one to save a life by your donation. It's a village. It truly is a village. We have to have that support for each other to break the stigma of mental health. We are better together. It's hard to put it all into words how grateful I am. But if it weren't for here at Wise County Christian Counseling, I would not have somewhere to take my kids. We got the help that we needed. And I'll be next on the list to get in because Mama needs counseling too.